Hello! So long, Bowser. Thank you so much for playing my game.
Do it far out.
What up? What's going on? The S-Dogs. The S-Dogs are back. They're ready to play. They're ready for the night stream. Sweaty Cart to the 10 gifted. Sleaze Breeze with a 10 gifted. It's a gift off. Ty Sturps, thank you for the 3 months tier 1. The Big Crow, thank you for the 14 months tier 1. Cynic, thank you for the 3 months tier 1. And Halo Guardian, thank you for the 12 months tier 1 the year. My goodness, dude. The S-Dogs can just change your world, man. Cookie Crisp! Thank you for the gifted sub. You know these late streams, you know what the problem with these late streams are? Always really hard to hit sub goal. I don't know what it is, but you know, the subs already happened. It's the second stream of the day. Usually it's just like, gotta talk about sub goal a little bit more than you'd like to. Nah, dude. Sleaze Breeze and Sweaty Cart had different ideas. You must be so tired? You mean I must be so jacked? Dude, can you tell that I got a big pump going? Ugh, don't lie. Ugh. Yeah, I'm tired from all the iron I've been pumping. What state do you live in? Arizona. EU is asleep? Yeah, I only flex when EU's asleep. And I don't have to worry about them, dude. I've seen Monkey Moon. I've seen Monkey Moon flex before, dude. I'm not making the mistake of flexing while he might be awake. What county do you live in? Let's narrow it down further. What street do I live in? Chat, what match do you want to watch? It seems like you guys want to watch Magic Bear Cheese versus Talk FiveUp. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Now, you guys have been giving tons of subs. I appreciate that. You know what I'm going to give you? Half effort. Sorry. We talked about this before. You're getting half effort today. We're not going to be able to do the full brackets. We're not going to be able to do the full bracket because Baby Fear needs me. So I think we'll have time for 2 matches. If they go quick, maybe a 3rd match. But I think we're going to do a winner's semi and a winner's final. And then I can't do the lower bracket into the grands today. I can't. Because Dr. Fear is taking a well-earned staycation. And so someone's got to work around here, am I right? Somebody's got to work. So that'll be me. That'll be me who works. Yes, chat. You can queue it up. You can queue it up. I didn't want to boot up the Marbles music right away, you know? But we do have 25 subs today. The hype train completes. 25 sub gifts. Level 6 hype. Thank you. Really, this is just Sleaze Breezes and Sweaty Cart's stream. Whatever they want to do. Wow, you are the weird streamer of all time. Prioritizing your baby over your literal chat is just disgusting. Let Baby Fear work. He can host the watch party. He'd probably be down for a bit. He'd get bored after a while. And he also just wants to touch every button on the keyboard and mouse, which is just pretty hard to stop him. But assuming you had like a fake keyboard he could slam, the thing is he can recognize, dude. He can tell. If you're using something, he's like, I can tell yours is working and mine isn't. So there's no distracting him. Maybe he's a natural. They have a keyboard in his classroom, I noticed today. Like, I'm pretty sure a mechanical keyboard too. So I don't know if somebody's parent just like had one that got broken by their kid anyways from smashing it, which has happened to me, and just said, screw it, you guys can have it. It's broken. You want it to end before the 1 hour mark? Okay, that actually, I don't know if I can do that. I do want to get at least 2 series in. Is that okay? Sleaze Breeze is like, here's 20 gifted, go offline. Oh, okay, sorry. My bad. I'm on your side, thank you. We're going to try and end before 2 hours. When Baby Fear starts playing rock, will he be a smart player or a mechanical player? Why not both? Why can't he break the mold? Ba-da-bum-ba-bum-bum-ba-da-bum. There's the pay to win. There's me. Oh, but as you guys know, we will not be starting this marbles race until there's at least 100, and I don't think we're going to get 100 in before the match. Plus, when we have marbles on the screen, you know, don't you think it maybe confuses the brand new viewers who are like, hey, I'm here for Rocket League and drops. How come you have the marbles on your screen? Great question. Let me just take them off screen so you don't have to get confused. All right, congratulations, FiveUp, on your Canadian citizenship. I have decided you're Canadian. Where can we watch the lowers after you stop streaming? Let's see. Where can you watch the lowers? Twitch.tv. Who's live? Cheese. Oh, that's Super Mario 64 cheese, not Cheese Rocket League. Garrett G is in the lowers somewhere if he continues to survive. AJ is in the lowers. He's streaming. Who else? Who else? Talk is streaming. So if he wins, though, he won't be in lowers. Oh, the Rocket League cheese went live as well. Magic Bear is live. So there are places that we'll be able to watch it to see it finish in its entirety. Just based on player POV. Will you let me TTA scream just one time, Mr. Fear? I think I've been good about it. If you don't go overdo it, I never take it away. Sleaze Breeze! Thank you for the gifted. To Thick Bus. Hey, first timer here for marbles. What's this Rocket League on screen I'm seeing? These guys talk too much. I need a relaxing. Those guys talk too much? What, you mean because like they're calming? I feel like if anyone's a yapper, it's like commentators are way extra yappers. Pros are usually chilling unless they're calming to each other. What was it that Cheese was saying last time when we were watching his POV? What was he saying? Someone in chat remembers. It was their calm for everything. It was Cheese. It wasn't Magic Bear though that he was playing with. No one in chat remembers? What was he saying? It was like two words that would combine to one. But clearly, no one remembers. I'm sure it became an emote. Let's be honest, chat. I'm sure it became... Oh, was it Aga? It was kind of Aga. You're right. Yeah, it was I got. Yeah, of course Koi remembered. He was typing Aga as a way to try and remind me. It was I got. It was I got, so it was very close to Aga. So it sounded like they were just saying Aga. So once I go offline, you're gonna have great opportunities to hear Aga. DRG gonna be in Fortnite. 70 stream streak. This is a streak ender. This stream right here is a streak ender. The streak ender for you was your hospital discharge. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, Goid TTS. No streak ender here. 80 stream streak, dude. A jerk. That's the pay to win marbler. Any predictioners? Oh my goodness. It's like, does no one care about the prediction? Goodness. It was unlucky timing because you missed the end of the stream by mere minutes. I think you have to be at the stream for a certain amount of time for it to count. Do you guys get the notifications pushed? I'll often get the notifications pushed like... We need 15 more. 15 more marblers. The GenGers have not checked in. We're waiting for them to check in right now. See, this is the problem with the streaming, with the yelling.
Here's my favorite streamer I'd forget for Feer.
What? Did you stream earlier today? I did. I did. Does your mustache sting? Like, does it sting her? Or are you asking if it stings me? I think the answer is neither. That doesn't sound anything like Johnny. That's a different Johnny. I don't know where that Johnny is supposed to come from. Does the microphone get in the way when you kiss her? Yeah. I say, can you gift me 5 kisses? If you gift me 7, you can use the marbles. Do you both sit in chair when you kiss her? I never stand up. I've never stood up in my life. Are we just going to ignore Casual getting banned from Johnny's chat for being a degenerate Gamba addict? Dude, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, Casual likes to gaslight me, but like his Gamba behavior is very bannable. It doesn't surprise me for a second that he got banned from another stream.
Feer is a cruel master. He giveth, but he taketh away.
You stood up earlier and we saw through the stream intro. You're not supposed to remember a previous stream. It was so incessant. No, like... This is why Casual gets... Like, he got voted Employee of the Month, though, which I don't understand. You guys voted for, like, his spam, relentless spam, as the best chatter of the month. But it's too much, man. It's too much. That's why he often grabs 30-minute timeouts. Like, I know we're more lenient here. Okay, it's ready. It's ready. It's ready. They lure you into a false sense of security where they're just not readying up for no reason at all, and then all of a sudden they just freaking ready up when you're not ready. Okay, that being said, they did not get in the lobby before I was ready to jump in. I'm gonna get this one right. GenG are gonna be on the blue team. I think I have it right. I didn't see the ban, so I don't know what Casual was doing in Johnny's chat, but I'm sure he was just spamming prediction, prediction, prediction. Give me a Gamba prediction, 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 prediction. Prediction, gamba, prediction, gamba. Oh my god, give me gamba, prediction. Which, again, you guys say is employee of the month behavior, for the record. Are CRR and Diaz gonna play? No, they're both back in their respective areas. He would literally take what Johnny said and insert prediction into the sentence somehow for like 20 minutes straight. And did he catch a perma or did he just... Oh, goodness. Chat, we go. It's Magic Bear and Cheese versus Talk and FiveUp. We have given FiveUp honorary Canadian citizenship. That's because we think the Canada flag looks cool and we get to see the US flag all the time. So sorry, that's the one I picked. Suck it up and deal with the 60 different messages that'll be sent in the match saying, you know, FiveUp's American, right? Magic Bear. Nice little pass setup. Are they both using Cheesemobiles? No, they're not. Magic Bear is in a regular car. And Cheese is in a Cheesemobile. Talk. Flick controlled. Have FiveUp and Talk been... Did they play LCQ together? Was it Talk, FiveUp, Calm? That was a team, right? Talk, FiveUp, and Calm was an LCQ squad. Seems like they may still be playing together in future events if we see them playing in this twos match, although it might be a while before we see competitive threes again from NA. I never really thought about that. LCQ has kept things slightly interesting, but even then, it's all about to come to a close here with 3 months or whatever left before any 3v3 RLCS will be played again. The big question that I know all of you are wanting to see answered is, of course, can someone from North America hit a better Team Pogo than EU or Mina? Yes, I know. It's why we're all here. We're hoping to find out if anyone can. And in order to do so, we need someone to win by a large margin, so there's time left on the clock. How come players like Chronic, Daniel, LJ, Beast Mode, Atomic aren't in this? You know, there's probably varying different ways to answer it. All very long form. But we could also give you the shortest form, which is they didn't want to. Magic Bear has a wide open freebie here to make it 3-0. Two Piece and Wavy are playing together in the lower bracket for Rebellion. I don't know if I saw either of them live. Yeah, I guess CJ could potentially be streaming them as well, but I'm not even sure team streams are allowed. I think you have to have player POV, or you have to basically do what I did to get special access, basically. Talk recently rose to popularity, and I think FiveUp as well, from their ranked 2s. I mean, right now, the world highly values ranked 2v2. Wasn't always this way. I would say the previous best place to show off your skills was 6-man's, and it was all about your 6-man's rank. You had to be rank X or S. That was your way to show that you were good. It has since changed. Being rank X or S in 6-man's has much less meaning, I feel. And getting top 10 in 2s or really high up there in 2v2 seems to be the big way to show off that you're capable. FiveUp not going to be able to score this one. Magic Bear is going to have orange trail on this setup, but it'll be easy tap in as Magic Bear and Cheese dominating this game number 1. Will you watch party SSG? If SSG win, we're probably going to do winner semis today, which is what's going on right now. This is winner semis. It shouldn't say grand finals. I get now why someone said grand finals already. This is winner semis. And then we'll do winners finals. And then while we would normally hang out the rest of the brackets like we've done in the past, today I cannot. Today, Baby Feer calls me. And we're going to go hang out instead. But we should have 2 series before that. Put Baby Fear on the mic. I'm not trying to lose my job this early, you know? All right, they are going to call next, and they are just going to leave match in order to do it. All right. Does throw off my overlay here, which will not have this game on it. Just put the stream on a tablet and give it to Baby Fear. Oh, yes, Magic Bear making it easy on me. Oh, they're all in the same party. For the longest time, kids don't even care about screens, but definitely my kid is old enough now. He cares. He's into them. He's down to watch shows. So he probably would be down. FiveUp and Talk out here trying to make up some points for Vacanus. Don't give him Roblox. I hear Roblox is just the GOAT game for kids. I combine kids and children. I still don't even get it. Does that make me old? It's kind of like, it's like not even a game, right? Isn't it like a place you make games or something? Nice pinch, wall pinch. Talk just sent one the length of the field. One bounce? Yep, one bouncer. Have you seen the Roblox news? I have not seen the Roblox news. Just play Minecraft? Minecraft is still good? Good to know. No, the most recent thing, nice cut by Talk. Talk and FiveUp turning it on. Just a glued catch and dicing up Magic Bear. What was the Roblox news that I found out? Oh, have you guys seen the streamer game that seems kind of fun called Peak? Where it's like a bunch of, well, it's not necessarily a streamer game, I guess anybody could play it, but you like climb up a mountain with your friends. Apparently someone just remade it like bar for bar, and this happens all the time, is my understanding now. Just like bar for bar, like not even like a similar idea, like not even like, I don't know, say someone does 1v1 show matches kind of like how someone else does. Not like that. Literally just bar for bar, exactly the same thing, and just made it in Roblox. And I didn't even know that was like how Roblox worked, but... And I was like, wow, that doesn't seem like that should be something that can happen. Something, surely, someone stop this, but... Yeah, I don't know. Did you watch Ludwig and Pookie play it? Listen, it makes it sound less cool when you say it that way. But yes. Can you please commentate the game? Oh no. Talk and FiveUp. They're not playing Roblox, they're playing Rocket League. And they're gonna, I don't know any Roblox terms to joke about at all. Because like I said, I don't actually know what it is. What an insane turnaround here in a game one that looked like it was just going to be a walk in the park for Magic Bear and Cheese. Stop talking about Rocket League. The yapping is better. I can't win. I can't win. The only way we can do this... Steak! Thank you for the 255 million viewer raid. Steak, does anyone ever come to your channel thinking that it's going to be gambling? Like, thinking it's going to be a gambling stream? Yeah, a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you have full-on Steak as your name, which is pretty cool. But also, Steak is just a gambling website that I do not endorse, by the way. Because gambling real assets is cringe. Just stick to Ethereum. Cheese on the board says nobody scores 6 on me in a row. Talking FiveUp by all means should be equalizing in this series, barring a major slip up. Steak RL greater than Steak? You think so? I think it's cool. I mean, I went from Feer RL to Feer right away once I could. So I would not blame Steak RL for switching to Steak. It just so happens to perfectly match a very popular brand. Minute 5 left to go. And with Talk and FiveUp with the ball in the attacking half, it's all but secured. Even though they are very likely to lose it here or there, or maybe even get scored on, it's all going to take too much time if you ask me. That being said, Magic Bear and Cheese do score. Yeah, I think Steak is a... I thought he was European. I thought he's Spanish. Yeah, Spanish. But is that what, did someone say Sam or? I don't think he's South American. I think he's Spanish. Jeez, first touch reset with style. 1 second and a dream. Score a 2-pointer. I think if Talking FiveUp tried to help them lose, they still couldn't. All knotted up, 1-1, headed into game number 3. A 135 stream streak. Is that how many? Did that start at the 9 to 5-a-thon, or is that after the 9 to 5-a-thon ended? Have I done 135 streams since then? That feels like a lot. Enough talk. It's time action. First time message. Let's go, baby. Forgot they're doing rotation. I'm the unk though. I'm allowed to be last to leave the lobby. Game number 3. Enough talk. It's time action. Talk. Trying to put into action a nice full field dribble. Magic Bear, oh, almost able to power through. Got a reset on his 50, but so high up away from the ball. Was never going to be able to use it for anything. What's my stream streak? You never share it. Has there been a stream I haven't been to? I think I already talked about the stream that maybe the only stream you could argue I haven't been to was the one I had to pre-boot up, and I like played a VOD back basically because I had been having such bad internet issues. So you could kind of argue I missed that one because after starting that, I think I had to go pick someone up from the airport. So I did leave the house. So I didn't just sit in front of the computer while it played out. So that was probably the one stream I missed. And I don't think anyone has ever streamed for me or anything, so. This is winners semifinals. The last 4 teams in the upper bracket. Talk, FiveUp, Cheese, Magic Bear, Reveal, Scribbles, and I'm forgetting now who they're playing against. Oh yeah, Crispy Samas. Of course, Killer and Kofer are still alive, but they're alive in the lower bracket. Two teams beat Dig. One that was like a bit of a hiccup, and that team didn't make it very far. I forget who it was. They beat him in the best of 3 round, and then they lost in Grands as well to Tempo Edgeby. Magic Bear, eligible bump. Just enough of a bump from FiveUp to force him to save it, but Cheese had the follow before any recovery could be had. 2-0. Pendulum swings back in favor of GenG. FiveUp absolutely slamming this one, but Magic Bear's ready for it. Trying to catch and switch up the direction enough to cut all the way around defenders. FiveUp trying to load up a Musty. Cheese won't allow it. Was hoping to pass to himself, but hit it way too far off the side wall. Enough talk, time to action. Talk out of the back corner. A setup for FiveUp, but Cheese denies it. Why didn't you guys -2 the guy who said it in chat? I'm pretty sure I said it exactly how he said it. Oh, never mind. He said it. Enough talk, it's time action. So I didn't say it just like him. Okay, never mind. He has aura. I don't. Magic Bear probably going to go for a bump from what we've seen from him before. FiveUp able to dive around it. Talk grabs a demo. Can he use it for any sort of advantage? Doesn't seem like he'll be able to. 45 seconds. Certainly enough time to score 2 because you just need 1 and some kickoff chaos. And there's the first. Talk. Taking it all the way down the length of the field. FiveUp hanging out behind him in case he needs some help, but he doesn't need some help. Enough talk. It's time action. FiveUp. Chip it high to Talk. Reset past himself off the ceiling. Top shelf. Magic Bear's there. FiveUp should have an easy follow-up. It's a tie game. Talk did enough. He won't get credited with the goal, but he made this save almost impossible, even though Magic Bear stops it at first. He was never able to stop the follow-up. A game that felt dominated by GenG, like they were going to take control of the series, is now more down to the wire. Talk was never going to be able to do much sending that ball that far away. She's down to Magic Bear. Back popped up. Talk was trying to keep it alive despite not having a ton of boost. It will hit ground, and it's OT in game number 3. Talk with a ground pinch clear that nestles into the corner perfectly. But then gets beat out around the nets. And Cheese and Magic Bear will take the lead they held for the majority of the game. Both Talk and FiveUp getting caught up. GenG up 2-1. Who has the best profile picture, though? Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. I couldn't really see. Game number 4. Was this savable? Must not have been. What's Magic Bear POV? Nah, yeah, he's not getting there in 1,000 million years. It was not savable. Cheese will just slam it in for fun. Talk and FiveUp up 1-0 as they try and force game 5. They have kept the RLCS game rotation for us. FiveUp air dribble, bump it in. It can be hard to set these up with somebody chasing from behind. Cheese had just picked up boost and was trying his best to interrupt the play, but couldn't do so. What is going on in the kickoff? Was it double fake? I was reading. Can you perhaps put this caster curse I've heard so much on GenG, please? Nope, I cannot. I can only caster curse this Talk FiveUp squad, which are up 3-0. Surely they could not throw this one. We should be headed to game 5. Ooh, somehow she's able to sneak it through. Didn't feel like it was going to be a scoring opportunity. FiveUp missing a wave dash in the ceiling. Ended up just handing this over to Cheese on the ground. Cheese. Air dribble bump attempt to leave it off for Magic Bear. Couldn't get enough separation before the challenge, which led to bumping back into the ball. Cheese has just FiveUp back, but FiveUp makes the play. Magic Bear, I think, was trying to hook around the ball more than he actually ended up doing. So now he's forced to back off. As Talk beating Cheese out in the midfield. Double to the backboard. Cheese feels no urgency with FiveUp nowhere close. So no panic plays, and GenG should be able to hold on. FiveUp deciding that bounce was too high to do anything with, even though everybody had flown out of nets. Seemed like he was probably right to expect that, as Cheese was up quick to clear it the other way. And he needed to be around to make a play. Talk rolling this into the corner. Cheese gonna rotate back. FiveUp wants a double. Cheese can't get there. The bouncer actually ends up being the perfect shot. If he put it any higher directly to the net, Cheese, who had been swinging through on the goal line, would have been in the perfect spot, but instead it bounces in and up over the top of him for a 4-1 lead for Talk and FiveUp. FiveUp in control. Talk not really around to potentially grab a pass. Wait a second, both defenders in net, and FiveUp will just do it himself. I didn't think this was going to be a position that could possibly be scoreable, but Magic Bear on the back wall, Cheese on the ground. He finds a way to sneak it past both of them, and it's 5-1 in favor of the Canadian and the honorary Canadian. Nice play from GenG back the other way. Cheese corrals one up. Magic Bear was trying to force off a defender and then returns in order to take the pass setup from Cheese. Cheese upfield trying to take players out of net for Magic Bear to shoot on. And while it did not work initially, it has found them a third goal. FiveUp has to be a little bit more careful with his touches here in the corner. It's been a few different times now we found him being the one to make the touch right before the setup for GenG. Magic Bear reset forced low by Talk. Cheese is able to corral it. I wasn't sure if it had forced out too quickly that Cheese couldn't keep it on target, but he side flips to control it and cuts it back in. Now 1-goal game with 1:17 left to go. Talk flipping into the ball. For his reset, FiveUp is being really passive. He's started to turn away at the beginning of Talk's dribble. Just not being a believer, trying instead to keep the ball in front of his squad and not leave any free nets here to give up their final goal lead. Cheese just doubled it in. I'm not sure if it was already in. Oh, he definitely was, but an extra saucy finish from Cheese. Magic Bear down to Cheese. Oh my goodness. So much offense. This is 11 goals. We still have 30 seconds left to go. Magic Bear with a little wall pinch setup and then pass out to Cheese waiting at the midfield. Surely, by all means, we should just be headed to Game 5 by now. But Magic Bear and Cheese don't want it that way. Cheese given a ton of space As Talk and FiveUp play passively all the way for those last few minutes. Really trying not to make mistakes, but leading to some tough defensive plays they've had to make. Talk almost able to put a security blanket goal in, but it won't happen. Landing on the top of Magic Bear. Talk just needs to hit the ground anywhere. Will he go fake? He'll reset and send it down. We're headed to game 5 in GenG versus Talk and FiveUp. Champs Field, of course. Cheese reminds me of Justin, because Justin does this as well. And Cheese just seems like he likes to play Rocket League. Does that make sense? For some reason, that's how I feel when I watch Justin. Surely we all do, but you know what I mean. Game number 5, Cheese and Magic Bear. FiveUp and Talk. Half flip on the diagonal from Magic Bear. He did not head to the kickoff. FiveUp. Bringing the dribble directly into a defender. First shot gonna go to the fake Canadian duo. Magic Bear side flipping, giving up on the race for the boost just to get the demo. And unfortunately, he was expecting a better play from his teammate, I imagine, as he hung out in the midfield. If we go watch Magic Bear POV, he thought he was going to have a better chance on that ball than he did. Instead, Cheese handed it over right to the other team. And it's a long shot for the Nets. And a 1-0 lead for Talk and FiveUp. Cheese reset, top shelf, equalizer. Magic Bear able to 50 out directly to his teammates. FiveUp gonna go steal the boost from Magic Bear, keep him starved, make this play really hard on him, and he will not be able to stop it. A 2-1 lead. In other very important news, as FiveUp gonna make it 3-1 on a quick cheat up on a kickoff. It is within 30 minutes of my dog's dinner time, so he will officially be glued to my hip, demanding attention. Jeez, cannot get over the top of FiveUp, who is now shooting on a net that isn't quite open, but it's going to be late recovering Magic Bear. Talk. Oh, wow. He tried to get really saucy. Now he's left FiveUp in a 1v1. A 1v1 that he is able to handle. Cheese didn't look to really push the issue and try and force it. He took it a bit slow, allowed some time to recover. Cheese now sending this one up to the backboard. There was no follow-up from either player. Magic Bear not willing to take the kind of risks. I bet you he will if 2 minutes pass without a goal. But for now, he is not. Magic Bear seemed like he was thinking about getting physical, but ultimately decided against it. Oh my goodness, what a hook shot off the wall. It's just in. FiveUp and Talk up 4-1 now. off of what can be a pretty tough read there in the corner, but FiveUp sends 115 km/h, no bouncer, straight to the nets. Cheese passing to himself off the ceiling. Cheese is not giving up though. He has made a couple nice solo plays, and he knows exactly how to get a great shot off the ceiling. We've seen that used so much in ones, but I've just not seen it used successfully very much in ones. The pass to yourself off the ceiling. FiveUp could not get to this one, and now we'll swing on back as Magic Bear looks to go to work. Needs the 50 talk. Cheese follow-up is in. GenG clawing their way back within one now with 1:32. In fact, with a well-timed bump, it should be another. Wow, FiveUp somehow, some way came out of that alive. Jeez. Wins the speed battle at the midfield, sending it into the orange half. Nothing for Magic Bear. Both the orange team are out ahead. This should be scoreable by all means, and it will be. As GenG start to pull the goalie a little bit, get more and more aggressive. Another goal is scored for Talk and FiveUp, who are now just 58 seconds away from a trip to the grand finals. Talk should have an easy one here too. Could even be a GG's. Nope, they're powering it through. 6-3, 52 seconds. They need kickoff goals. Magic Bear so far hasn't gotten it, but he does have control. Cheese a bump. There it is. Fast enough. Never give up. Never surrender. 43 seconds to get two. That one was gotten with more than enough time. If they could do that a couple more times, they're going to get a tie game long before the game ends. Magic Bear playing this around. FiveUp. Talk is diving in with 0, and it works out, but he doesn't quite score it. Even when you don't score it, though, with a 2-goal lead, you just bought yourself 10 seconds of time as they go back and look to try and set up another play. Pass down to Magic Bear. He hits it soft, which it kind of needed to be to get around the defenses. They cannot seem to force it in, and every second longer it takes them is a second too long. Talk and FiveUp will advance to the grand finals over GenG to play Space Station Gaming. All right. We got ads, and then we got Talk FiveUp versus Space Station Gamers. Payout, 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 prediction, 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 prediction. Show the brackets. Will do. Will do, gamer. Chief Beef accidentally hit the collaborate button. Embarrassing. Embarrassing, Mr. Chief Beef. Just kidding. Miss Clip, keep up the good work. I figured, Chief Beef. Thank you, my guy. Do you think Liquipedia is updated? I don't know. It might be. I might report this for these guys. I've been reporting things, and it's been making things go way faster. It was a 3-2 for the non-GenGs. And now it's Space Station versus King Dagines. That's what they're calling themselves. You could type exclamation point play, but you would continue to be waiting probably until the end of the stream. I love this stream time after I get off work. This is my old stream time. This is when I used to stream. I wish I could show you a picture of my dog who's staring at me like I've never fed him in his entire life, and it is time right now to feed him, even though it's still 16 minutes, still his normal dinner time. If I could pick up this camera off the stand and show you, I would. What's up with ball chasing? Is it broken? I haven't used it in a bit. I'm gonna go to the website. Looks okay to me. Looks normal. What's up with it? Garrett AJ versus First Killer K Kofer. That could be a pretty interesting match. That's gonna be happening lower bracket. No, he means in his lobbies. Oh, he means like not the website, but actually just chasing the ball. Every replay is scuffed, not parsing right. Okay, he did mean the website. Yeah, I don't know. Menacing Potato. They were the 8 months.
Exclamation mark boost.
Honestly, because I don't have the song up, I forgot that you guys are looking at marbles. I'm like, man, a lot of people are typing exclamation point play. This is what I'm looking at. The bracket. But also, I don't want to leak the code, so you guys can stare at marbles. Yo, Feer, you played you in doubles the other day game. We all asked for Steam signs after. Yo, I remember Mr. Burns. You beat me. It was an OT. It was an OT. Were you the mechie guy? One guy carried the other guy. And even the guy who got carried admitted it, I remember. But I can't remember if you were the one who got carried or did the carrying. But I'll tell you what I didn't do. Carrying. I had like 50 shots. I think I had like 14 or 15 shots with 2 goals. It was... It was bad, okay? And it was also the only game I played that day. I logged in, did that, and then... Wait, type 1 in chat if you were the guy who carried in that lobby. Bro, remember every detail of a game? What a nerd. To be fair, it's the only game I played. I don't get to play a lot of Rocket League. I had time, like, right before dinner to play one game. And I literally played one game, lost. Said, what can you do? And call it a day. Lost in OT as well. Really thought we could bring it back on the count of me getting 14 shots, but unfortunately I couldn't shoot them in the net. New propaganda says that if you lost MMR, you didn't ball chase enough. So true, dude. They beat you, so you quit. Ground Zero! They have a 6 million viewer raid, gamer. I'm spam joining this. I really hope they didn't make this lobby without me. I always get worried once I've spam joined enough times. Let me see what Scrib kept. He's in a private match with 4:15 remaining. Did they just make it without me? Do I have talk? He's in a private match. He's losing. Let me in! Let me in! What's that meme? Let me in! Did I type it wrong? I'll give it one more retype, but I don't think I typed it wrong. I think they made it without me. Excuse me. All right, the winners finals started a bit early without me, but I'm here now. Yes, that is exactly the emote that we needed, that we didn't have. We have a million emotes, and yet we didn't have the one we needed. Talking FiveUp versus SSG in the winners finals of the $3,600 Pro North American 2v2 Champions Road Pog Champers Space Station Gamers for all the marbles. FiveUp with a lofty setup. Talk was not a believer in it. Did not look to try and make a play off FiveUp setup. Just waited it out. Waiting for the clear. Scribcap with the resets. Shoots the ball low. Talk, nice speed. FiveUp has a great chance on net here and just barely off on the placement. We'll try and bump reveal to get something out of it on his way out of nets. And Talking FiveUp will try again. Scribbles from the ceiling. I haven't really seen much of how the lobby has gone so far. I think it was 2-1 when we joined. I think we got to see one SSG goal. Talk, nice flick. Reveal gets demoed by Talk himself, and then Scrib gets bumped off. Reveal's the one to respawn, but he's not going to be able to cover the net in time. And it's 3-2 for Talking FiveUp. Dribbles, ceiling height dribble, and just goes right over the top of defenders. They were back and prepared. Was Reveal. Reveal just got a demo on one of them, which sent one of them away, and then he actually boxed Talk out, so he boxed them both out, which is why a air dribble that normally you'd expect at this level to be saved ends up finding its way to the net because it reveals hard work done off screen in order to make it happen. Talk dashing back is going to go try and grab boost, which means he'll be recovering late across the net. Does make the save though. I don't know when they'll fix this, the spectator boost bug. Do you think they know about it, or do you think we should say something? Like, is it safe to assume that they've been told, or is it one of those things? What's the like crowd? What's a psychological thing I'm trying to talk about, where like you're in a crowd and you just assume everyone, like someone else is gonna do it? Is it one of those things, and we need to be like, hey, by the way, spectator POV, the boost is bugged? No, not echo chamber. Yeah, like bystander effect or something like that. Yeah, where everybody just assumes someone else, you know, like called 911 or something. No way, we all haven't. Someone hasn't done it yet, right? So I won't. Maybe it's that situation with this boost bug. I just assume they must know about it, but maybe they don't. You called You called 911 about the boost bug. No, you misunderstood. You misunderstood the analogy big time. Nobody call 911. I am not suggesting that you get on the phone with 911 to let them know about the boost bug. Game number 1 to Talk and FiveUp. Potential last chance there for SSG, but couldn't keep it up enough on that final shot. Game number 2. Why no police? What are you hiding? I just, I would just prefer if we didn't get the police involved, right? Surely they're more busy with something else. FiveUp with demo and technically a shot in his own net, but an easy one for Talk to handle. FiveUp psychoing it away as Talk sends one to the backboard. Huge clear. Would need a bump or some sort of continuation, though, for it to actually be scoreable with Talk and FiveUp so far back. This is a free net, though. Scribbles going to be on the board to open up game number 2. By MMR, the favorites to win this are Scribbles and Reveal. I think they play more ranked. What I really like from them is they play a lot of EU ranked. At least they once did. I don't know if they still do. Anybody know? I think they were like streaming. I know Reveal played a lot of EU ranked. And I think that that is really smart of them. And it's just a good recognition that right now the best Rocket League is being played on EU ranked. And if you want to become the best, you should go there and play it. EU ranked is the key to a Feer endorsement. It is. Talk and FiveUp, I don't know if they have the kind of connections. If you don't have a good enough connection, then you can't. I would say you need at least a South American type connection. Like Sam's playing on 120 in US East. That's even a bit much. That's kind of the high end. If you're getting under 100 though, then I don't understand why you wouldn't be queuing EU as well. Or like even primarily if you really wanted to. Talk. Double resets saved by both of the SSG members. FiveUp to Talk. Back to FiveUp for a tie game. Reveal decided his best chance at stopping that play was trying to cut off that pass, but wasn't able to, and so it's a free open net. Scribbles floating alongside the ball the length of the field, but never getting the resets that he would need to pop it away, although it felt like he had the chance, and you could tell there was respect from his opponents that he might get it. As he's going to head to make something happen again from the skies. This net is wide open. Where did Talk head out? Talk is getting bumps. That's where he head out. That is why Talk is nowhere around. Just wanted to hop to his POV to get a sense. And credit SSG, should come at no surprise that the bump game pays off for them. And they get a goal. Scribkep or Scribbles? I mean, it depends, man. If he sticks with Scribkep long enough, at some point I feel like we're obligated to start calling him Scribkep, no? HXX299, they give it a 27 million viewer raid. But I don't really know when you, like, when do you officially write your name down? I guess on the, if at the back of his jersey continue to say Scribbles, then he'll officially be Scribbles for a while. But, I mean, if you're wearing a Scribkep in the RLCS, then are you Scribkep? Might as well be. 5'2". Talk with a little back pass off the kickoff to FiveUp, who is immediately challenged by SSG, who aren't backing down despite the 3-goal lead. Talk, resets, dribble, top shelf. And followed behind it to force it through. Everybody else wants to skip, but we're going to give it a watch again. Great pre-flip resets. $33 seconds though. FiveUp and Talk not likely to get the 2 they need, but you never know. Reveal able to break up. It was about to be a team pinch attempt, I believe. And Scribbles all by himself. Just barely not able to score it. Talk is back in time. Reveal has to defend against 2, and Talk and FiveUp have been doing a really good job of passing back and forth the length of the field. Hard to blame Scribbles for going for that final shot attempt that he almost scored on, but it does leave Reveal back and lets FiveUp and Talk go to work. 11 seconds. A very important game for SSG to hold on to, I imagine, considering they've led the whole way, and losing would mean being down 0-2 in this best of 5. This one will hit ground though. SSG equalize, and it's 1-1 as we head to game number 3. Proverb, they've been 16 months, gamer. Almost a full year. I don't know why the alert's not going off. You're getting scammed. I think it's a little bit more than a year, though. Game number 3. No more map rotation without Cheese running it for us. Really does make the series sometimes feel like it's hard to tell the difference between games. It's so much easier to remember what happened in each moment when you do switch between maps every round. Whoa, now it just finally went through. Talk. Pogo waits and almost felt like it, but he did end up landing and just keeping control. FiveUp pass to himself, ceiling reset, and he's been loving the pass to yourself off the ceiling into resets. And here it goes again, except for Reveal catches it instead of resetting it this time. FiveUp trying to chain dashes and lack of boost. Reveal's going to box out Talk, and SSG will be the first to score in game number 3. Sweaty Cards. Thank you for the 14 months tier 1, 100% exclusive. Proverb and Sweaty, you guys have been here for a while. Your alerts must have just refreshed or something. Either way, thank you, Carts, for all the support. Technically, you're triggering a hype train, which Twitch is just trying to scam at levels we've never seen before. Ooh, nice shot from FiveUp. Strong, but still denied by reveal. Did he actually just catch him out? No, Scribbles makes his way back. Although any boost he picked up had to use most of it, quickly returning to make the save. Scrib cap. Air dribble 50. Bounced high in front of the net. Allows FiveUp to not have to use a ton of boost to jump off and make it clear. That angle isn't there. Scribble slipping across the net to try and prevent it anyways. I think it is when your sub gets auto paid. Like if you're on a recurring sub, I think every time it gets paid again, you can share again. So sometimes people will be like, wait, I swore I had 15 months yesterday, now I have 16 months. I think that's possible if you just wait until the very end of 1 month to share and then share right away on the next month. I don't think FiveUp saving that. I think that's 2-0 for Scribbles in reveal. Reveal, a nice backflip pop. And nobody home. Scribbles, great movement off the 50 after winning the ball forward. Just still has 100% control of his car in order to follow it up to make another play. Reveal slightly ahead of the play. Maybe could have gone for a bump or some kind of redirect. Ultimately decided no need to try and greed out any offense. Just grab some boost and keep possession going. Scribbles launched this one to the moon over the top of one defender. And now in front of the nets is SSG. A 2-0 lead. Just need to prevent any hefty, quick counterattacks, and they should be just fine. FiveUp not able to get the dream redirect off the side wall. Scribbles redirect denied. None of this is enough to bring it back. SSG should be headed to match points here, winning 2 in a row and putting themselves up 2-1 in the series. Oh, had to lock the dog out. Although I guess it is past dinner time now. Could have tried to feed him quickly, but game number 4. Talk and FiveUp lacking a bit of offense. No goals in the previous game after putting up 4 in both game 1 and 2. Of course, their game 2 4 goals still wasn't enough, with SSG putting up 5. Scribbles pre-jumping Talk to the moon and forcing him back down to the ground. Now Talk reset bump attempts. Follow-up was not quick enough. Scribbles able to handle it. Reveal does not have much help right now if he wants to try and score off this take. The good news for that, I mean, Scribbles is back in time to slightly redirect and set up a counterattack the other way. Lofty shots for both teams. FiveUp going to be the one to slow it down, and that will get him demoed. Scribbles has come to a stop at the midfield, waiting to see what Reveal is going to do and get the follow-up, and maybe it was just a little bit slow and allowed FiveUp to get just enough adjustment before the shot. Nice play from Reveal. You have to get up and roll your car just the right way to be able to get the power from a flick like this, and that's exactly what Reveal does to make it 1-0 in SSG's favor. Talk and FiveUp combined, their passing plays have been the best way they've been able to score. And this time they do it with Reveal and Scribbles rotating back late, taking advantage of the fact that they've got boost and their defenders not fully in position. Talk and FiveUp, team pinch. Oh my goodness. It is too much for Scribbles to handle as well. Instead, it's back to Talk and FiveUp. Talk resets. Front flip goes nowhere. A demo. Now leads to a 50. Reveal. Actually, almost put enough power on it for it to score. Didn't feel like he was going to be able to. But got a lot of heat and it got close. Talk with two defenders in nets, not able to really break through much of the defense at all. Talk, reset catch, 50, pinches out. Minute 30 left to go. SSG feels like they're one goal away from finishing this one off if they can take the lead. But they cannot get greedy. They're not going to need to get greedy because this net is wide open off of the Scribble setup. And Reveal will follow it right through. Nice pop-up to not allow Talk to get the clear. Scribbles flick just barely covered by Mr. Talk, who's zap dashing his way back into the nets and getting a big clear before Reveal can stop him. Now reset on the net. Scribbles boosting his way all the way to the back wall, and he needed to do so if he wanted to clear that one out of dangerous way. Ooh, I don't know if Karma will pay back Scribbles for that though, as I think he was clearly the one at fault. FiveUp gonna go for a bump. Reveal, nice speed. Net is wide open and a great bounce in favor of SSG. Maybe something different. They don't score there, but that is a perfect follow-up. Reveal just barely able to guide this kickoff that went straight into their half to the corner instead of allowing it directly into the nets. Talk. Flick up to the rest of everyone else in the lobby, and it gets pinched away. With 13 seconds left to go, that was going to have to be a miracle goal. It was not. This might have to be a miracle goal. It isn't. And I think SSG have done it. They cleared away. They win 3-1. It's GG's from Talk and FiveUp. They're heading to losers finals. Space Station Gaming going to have 2 lives in the grand finals when they play later today. Jeez. That's it for us today. That's it for stream number 2, chat. We'll probably send you over to maybe AJ if he's still in the tournaments, or maybe a Magic Bear or a Cheese, because Magic Bear and Cheese are playing Rebellion right now. But I feel like I owe you guys something before we go. Type exclamation point play. When is stream number 3? That's not how it works. Type play real quick. You have 10 seconds, chats. Now, normally, I would love to stay for the entirety of the brackets, but I just can't do it today. Gotta go hang out with baby Feer, which is gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a great time. I can't lie. Cannot lie. You guys, though, you'll have a lot of players to follow in the Champions Road 2v2. I imagine someone will be streaming some game all the way to the end, based on the fact that Garrett G and AJ are live, that GenG are live. GenG are very likely to make it all the way back. I guess if nobody in the lobby we just had was streaming, though. So maybe the grand finals might not be streamed. Tenacity sent me to spread some love to you, Feer. Thank you, Full Arc 10. I think we feel loved. Appreciate you, gamer. Tell him we send him DSC 1439. He'll know what we mean. Pasta Pedro! There's a really good chance he won't, but that's fine. Pasta Pedro 17. You're about to be our today's big winner. Our North American Champions Road Marbles Victor. Pasta Pedro. Your reward, a gifted sub. He's messaged twice on the channel. He does not follow the channel because he knows better than to follow this stream. And what are his 2 messages? I have to pull him up again. Oh, he's gone. They are exclamation point play and exclamation point factor. That is a Giga Chatter. Pasta Pedro has said exclamation point factor and exclamation point play, and that is it, dude. Pillow Pants, thank you for the prime. Do not get last, Mr. Burns. Wait, I just played ranked with Mr. Burns. He beat me in ranked. So maybe actually I wouldn't mind if he gets last, so I could time him out, but I think he's gonna be fine. I think the actual person who's getting last is Flamongo 420. Can I get some 420s, and congratulations on your loss in the chat. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. I'd love to stick around for grand finals as well. You know me, I love Rocket League. I love streaming. I'm streaming all the time, but I can't today. Can't do it. Can't do it. Wish I could. I'll see you guys for 1v1 Cash Cups or 1v1 Champions Road in a couple days. Later, gamers.